Hello everybody, I'm the Critic Monkey, and today we're gonna do the same thing what we did last year, but with this Comic Con. Remember what we did last year with San Diego Comic Con? Well, we're doing it again. Same rules apply. I'm not going to focus on the franchises I am not familiar with, because that is unfair to the people who actually like it for some normie to just talk about it. So I ain't talking about the Top Gun trailer, alright? So, without any further ado, here's the time codes for the specific ones, and let's get right into it. And like last time, Marvel didn't show up to Comic-Con with any... Oh wait. Alright, so now Marvel's announced part of Phase 4. And yes, they did announce at Comic-Con that it's part of Phase 4. This is not all of Phase 4, because, and thank God, because this is a piss poor excuse for Phase if this was it. And they did announce a Fantastic Four movie, yes. An X-Men movie, yes. And Blade reboot, yeah! Oh yeah, and some more of that Avengers game what looks good. Right, those few things what I mentioned there, those are good. But what we got here... A Black Widow movie set in the 90s, alright, but why is Taskmaster the villain? There's no superheroes for him to copy in this. Alright, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, right, sure. The Eternals, who even asked for this? Shang-Chi. My boy Iron Fist just gets a Netflix show, but Shang-Chi of all people gets a movie. WandaVision, alright. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, it's a horror movie, I guess? Loki. What if? This is the best thing in this entire thing, alright? They're gonna do Marvel Zombies, and that's gonna be great. Hawkeye. Alright. Alright, for movie, that sounds good. I'll watch that. No. Do Battle Ray Bill. People like him. Nobody likes this version of Thor. God damn it, Disney. New Arrow trailer. I guess it's good for fans. New Flash trailer. Don't really care after the, thinker. And also this villain's motivation is stupid.
No one has to die. Ever. Again.
Ever heard of overpopulation at all? New Supergirl?
Don't care, still don't care.
But that new Harley Quinn TV show trailer, that is great. I love that. It's like Mike Tyson Mysteries. It reminds me of that. Has anybody else seen Mike Tyson Mysteries? Watch Mike Tyson Mysteries. But that's what this reminds me of. This is great. I'm gonna watch the hell of it. I'm gonna binge it if it gets onto any streaming service in this country. Now, am I the only one who realised that there was no DCEU stuff at Comic-Con? Does that mean it's cancelled? I don't know, probably. Now Netflix only has 3 things to talk about. So Netflix finally released its Witcher TV show trailer based off the famous game franchise and the less famous book series. And it looks alright, nothing too good, nothing too bad. And Netflix released a half little behind the scenes segment and full actual trailer for the new Dark Crystal series. The behind the scenes segment is well appreciated. I do like that. And the little actual trailer bit's not too bad itself. But I do hope that they keep to Jim Henson's memory and don't overdo it with the CGI. So yeah, the Dark Crystal looks pretty good. It looks pretty fun. I'm probably gonna watch it. It looks good. And now it's time for the big boy. Invader Sim entered the floorball, whatever is going to Netflix. Hell Yes! Now, this clears up two things. One, it's easy to access, I could just watch it anytime. And two, Nickelodeon didn't have the balls to make a villain movie, but Netflix definitely does. Yes! Thank you, God! Yeah! So yeah, pretty good. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is get Adult Swim and Cartoon Network and just put them together because there's not enough stuff to put in Adult Swim on its own thing. Plus, Adult Swim is just Cartoon Network late at night. So, Cartoon Network has shown a lot of little new clips for their previous shows. Shows like Mau Mau, Heroes of Pure Heart, Apple and Onion, and Mexican Gravity Falls. But we ain't here to talk about new shows that have already came out or shows that are continuing. No, we're talking about new news. The news that is new. Here's a new clip of Rick and Morty what came out on Comcom, and that's good. At least it's not another year and a half break from the next season of Rick and Morty. Cartoon Network's released two new clips for two new shows, being The Fungies and Tiggs and Seeks. I have seen both pilots, and I have to say, Alright, now it's time for the big news. Infinity Drain's got a new trailer. It looks good. They fixed up the designs a bit, and I'm eagerly excited for this. There's no problems here. It's pretty good. And now the OKKO's having a crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog of all things. Alright, I guess. And Primal. Alright, this Primal thing, I'm eagerly waiting for its, finally to come out. It's great. It's made by Gendy Tartakovsky, by, Dexter Laboratory and Samurai Jack fame. It looks good. It's basically like Samurai Jack but with dinosaurs, so I am very, very excited for this. I cannot wait. That you hear me? Alright, so quite possibly the biggest news here is that the Steven Universe movie trailer has been released where they fight a Cuphead villain. Now, it looks good, the animation's been improved, and it seems to be going for a lot of a darker tone, and again, it also seems to have a time skip, and it's, well, not possibly, but probably a musical. Like, it looks good. I'll watch this, it looks very interesting, yeah. Alright, so HBO's little Comic-Con thing, there wasn't much, and I only got two things. Those two things, pretty good. Oh yeah, and there's also Westworld season 3, I think. I don't know, I've never watched Westworld, not even the film. Right, so HBO's gonna make a, His Dark Materials TV show, and if you don't recognize that name, here's the name what you would recognize: The Golden Compass. Yeah, that crap film. It was based off a book, and they're making a TV show out of it. But what I could tell, it looks pretty good. The effects are pretty good for TV as well. So, I'll give this a watch. It looks good. Oh, but you love the next thing though. It is, oof. Let me just get the. I don't have the clip. What do we do? We call the Watchmen. This shall not be bad. I refuse it. Everything's great so far. It's not taking, doing the Watchmen story itself. It's trying to do its own little sequel thing. That's a good thing because you can't top the Watchmen comics in storytelling. It's made to be a comic, and there's so much good things. We finally see Dr. Manhattan in this. It's so good. The effects are great and everything. It's feels like a Watchmen sequel. It's great. I want to watch it. So when Disney is not disgracing a dead child, because you know, I don't want my brand associated with death, but I'm perfectly fine with my brand being associated with being assholes to dead kids. They're releasing like 2 things at Comic Con, not counting like the Marvel stuff, but they've only released like 2 major things for Comic Con, mainly with something to do with Disney Channel. So yeah. So Disney's just released the Owl House, intro. It's a TV show what I've, been interested in when it's been announced. And what I can safely say is that the lips on the main character is a bit weird. I'll say that, but the animation is really good and it's impressive, and I'm gonna give this a shot. Looks quite good. And they also released, 2 things DuckTales related, and one's just really should be just a crappy little YouTube video on like the internet. It's Glomgold singing the DuckTales theme. It shouldn't have been at Comic Con. It should have just been uploaded to YouTube. I mean, it was fine, but it shouldn't have been on Comic Con. But they also released a little trailer for what to expect, and the rest of DuckTales, in the near future. Alright, so in the DuckTales season, 2 teaser, they show, I think they are 3 story arcs, possibly 4, but, I counted 3. Alright, first story thing is, like, time and space being broken and everything showing up in the present. Now, this has been done before, but I think DuckTales will do its own spin on it. Alright, so the second story arc seems to be Glomgold teaming up with all the villains, including Magica. Yeah, sure, I'll have that on the team. And, this looks like a lot of fun. This little story arc would seem, a bit more epic than some of the others. And we get Darkwing Duck and Gizmo Duck, I think, in this story arc. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'll watch this. Right, next story arc is Unons and his moon army trying to invade Earth. And we all kind of seen this coming after, Della Duck returned to Earth and Donald went to the moon. But, this looks like it's going to be a big climax. It looks like a lot of fun, and I'll watch it. It's good. It looks like fun, yeah. Okay, at Comic Con, Halloween, announced that it's having 2 other sequels. Thankfully, neither of them are anthology. Apparently, Halloween's gonna have a 3-part saga. The second part's being Halloween Kills.
Welcome back, Captain Obvious.
Really though, could you not come up with a better title? Halloween Kills. That's just lazy, though. Am I the only one who thinks that? Like, why not something like Halloween Returns, Halloween Strikes Back, Halloween 2 Electric Boogaloo? I don't know, something. And the final part is Halloween Ends. We can probably guess who dies in this one. Get calm. Alright, that title's better, I guess. But I'm glad that there's gonna be more Halloween sequels. Because you never know, these films could be big successes and could bring back the slasher genre. And if you know the slasher genre, it's superior to every other horror genre. So that means we can finally throw away all those Conjuring, Nun, Annabelle, Lariona crap into the bin. And we can finally go back to like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Chucky when he was good. All that good stuff. Thank you, Halloween. I salute you. So this year at Comic Con, I don't really think I need to tell you, but there was that new It Chapter 2 trailer, and it looks pretty good. It's got some good scares, good like effects and all that. I even think there was like a bit of a Carrie reference in there, so that's good. But if I can say one problem with this is that they're getting more recognizable actors to play the grown-up versions of the losers. And when you get more recognizable actors to play main characters in horror movies, the audience isn't going to really be scared because, they already know these guys. But other than that, it looks good. Yeah, it's scary. It looks like fun. I'd watch it. Alright, so there was a lot of stuff at Comic Con what was good, and a lot of stuff what was but overall, I think what we got here at Comic Con this year was pretty good, to be honest. Like, got more stuff on Invader Sim, we got, more stuff on Watchmen, new shows announced, new movies announced, and nearly, like, part of Phase 4, and that's great. So I want to hear what you thought of Comic-Con in the comments below. Come on, tell me. You said I can tell me. You could even just call me an idiot in the comments below, alright? Anyway, I don't know. But if you like the video, please like it. If you didn't like the video, just dislike it or something. I don't know. And if you want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing. And yeah, we're done now.
If okie doke.